and enlightened power to understand daily events and understand the permanent truth by linking citizen to this environment, human and planetary. I would like to quote from the great philosopher Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, particularly for the benefit of teachers. The sense of human need is there. The sense of human need, Radhakrishnan says, the sense of human need is there, and the teacher can satisfy it by giving to the youth an idea of the fundamental power and worth of a man, his spiritual dignity as a man, a supranational culture, and an embracing humanity. And let us now hear the tribute given by the great teacher Albert Einstein to his teacher. Einstein said, "The ideas which have lighted my way," the teacher lighted it, "the ideas which have lighted my way time after time, have given a new course to face life cheerfully, have been kindness, beauty and truth." This is the mission of teacher. By nature, if the student has studied in a particular school, they cherish the memories. For example, in the institution the teacher belongs have created hundreds and thousands of alumni depending upon the school strength. The successful alumnus remember the school with veneration and desire to give back. Now teacher, unique quality of teacher, what nation needs, teachers who love teaching. Teachers who love teaching. I just see a scene in a school having about 50 teachers and 750 students. It is simply a place of beauty for creativity and learning. How is it possible? It is because the school management selected the teachers who love teaching, who treat the student as their sons and daughters, grandsons, granddaughters. The children see the teacher as a role model in teaching and have always looked pious through their daily way of life. Above all, I see an environment in which there is nothing like a good student, average student or poor student. The whole school and teacher system is involved in generating students who perform the best. As an example, I recall my teacher. Long ago, it is 1941. In British India. As an example, I recall my teacher, Subramani Iyer in Rameshwaram Island, who taught me, when I was a 10-year-old boy, how the birds fly in the classroom. And later, by taking to us to the seashore to give a practical example. The way he taught, the way Subramani Iyer taught me, gave me what to dream in life. What should be the pattern of education which I have to follow? Above all, what should be the traits I should possess based on teachers' life, both inside the classroom and in the village? The race of teachers should multiply. This race of teachers should multiply. The way he was teaching how birds fly, actually he injected in me that something to do with flight I must specialize in future education. I took physics. I took aeronautical engineering. I became a rocket engineer. I became a space technologist. Just teachers, way of teaching. Not only he teaches how a system works, he injects in you the aim in life and capacity building in life. Now good school, does it reflect a school having a big building, having a big laboratory, or having a big infrastructure? Not at all. Great school will have a great teacher. Great school will have great teachers who loves teaching with great vision. The vision should be to make a beautiful school, generating righteous youth, happy youth who are professionally sound and morally upright. Hence, it should generate quality youth who are an asset to the nation. Can the school create Khalifa Umar? Can the school create Omar Khayyam, Al-Biruni, Mahatma Gandhi, Nobel laureate C.V. Raman, a great mathematician Ramanujan, a great paint remover Mother Teresa, a poet Bardiyar, or a great economist Amartya Sen? Can we generate the environment needed for promoting the creativity leading to development of such type of personalities by the school? Only such schools have created great minds. I visualize a school far away from the city, from district headquarters, close to the village panchayats. As soon as the teacher comes to the school, he has to plan on what he is going to achieve in the school during the next 7 years. Teacher has to decide the positive changes that he would like to bring about for the development of the school into a great institution within the period. Normally, people will be discussing the performance of the school in terms of percentage of passes with the distinction. 100% will be considered outstanding, 90% very good, 80% good. This is the present method of evaluation of the school by parents, by the government, by the management. I feel there is a need for paradigm shift in thinking in the evaluation process. According to me, the best school is one where the students complete the school up to 10+2 after 25,000 hours of education in the campus. The student has to become a full-fledged responsible citizen for the nation, who will be able to realize his dreams or her dreams, not be frightened of any problem. He should be groomed to be physically fit, yet academically sound, with capacities for research and inquiry, innovation, use of high technology, moral and entrepreneurial leadership. The student should be emotionally mature and spiritually awakened. For nurturing such an individual, what is the role and what should be the vision of teachers? Teachers should have one-line statement of the vision. My vision, teacher's statement. My vision is to give to the student all-round capability that is always creative, observant, aim to acquire knowledge continuously, leading to the generation of an excellent performer with sterling character built with a unique tradition of the school. In this process, the education system has to develop the 5 minds. Normally we hear one mind. According to me, in this process, the education system has to develop the 5 minds as described in the book 5 Minds for the Future by Howard Gardner. What are the 5 minds? Number 1, disciplinary mind. Mastery of mind in different schools of thought, including science, mathematics and history, and proficiency in at least one professional craft. Next mind, synthesizing mind. Synthesizing mind, the ability to integrate ideas from different disciplines and spheres into a coherent whole and to communicate to others. And the third mind, the creative mind, capacity to uncover and clarify new problems, questions and phenomena. The respectful mind, the fourth mind, the respectful mind, awareness of and application for differences among human beings, appreciate the difference in human beings. The last and fifth one, ethical mind, fulfillment of one's responsibility as a worker, as a citizen. To develop these 5 minds, one need not change the syllabus of the school. The culture of the school and the vision of the school and the teacher's way of life will invite these 5 minds among the students. Now, as a teacher, 1,500 teachers, you may manage each one at least 1,000 future, and you may deal with 1.5 million young people, very young, raw young people. When we see a child, we see the innocent smile of the child. When the child joins 5th class, first class, when he or she is 5 years old. When we see a child, we see the innocent smile of the child. When we come across the child in the primary school, the smile slowly reduced, since the child has to carry a heavy school bag. When we see the child in their teens, their smile slowly further fades away and the sign of concern appears. This is because of the anxiety about the future. When they complete their education, the question uppermost in their mind is, what will I do after my education? Will I get an employment? Will I get a proper employment? Or can the teacher see the dynamic? Can the teacher see the dynamics of the smiles of the child and preserve the smile in their faces when they complete their school education? This is one of the tasks. Students should be confident that The student can do it. The student should have the self-esteem and the capacity to become an employment generator rather than being an employment seeker. That means syllabus has to be changed. This transformation can only be brought about by a teacher who has a vision to transform, who has the ability to take risk against the challenges, who is a good listener, who is a good innovator, who maintains a cordial interpersonal or intrapersonal relationship, and who has the ability to carry the parents, community, media, and the teacher for accomplishing the vision of generating an enlightened citizen for the nation. Now friends, let me share my views of an ideal teacher. Sometime back, I met a teacher who has become a role model to all his students. I asked the teacher, what was the secret of his success? He told me the following. Number one, he has been able to adapt himself to the age of the student. The difference in age, but he said the teacher has been able to adapt himself to the age of the student. As a teacher, next point, as a teacher, he makes sure that he takes minimum number of classes per week, maximum number of classes per week. As a teacher, he makes sure that he takes maximum number of classes per week. He practices everything he expects his students to do. His real life itself is a medium to the student. His real life is itself medium to the student. The way he walks, the way he goes to the library, the type of books he reads, the way of his own life. The teacher ensures the transparency in all his transactions and treats all students alike, irrespective of their religion, caste, language, and economic status. He has a foresight. The teacher has got a foresight and visualizes the student's growth in a long-term perspective. During the 11 years of his tenure, the teacher, with 11 years of tenure, he has ensured that at least 2,000 students who were average performers have been groomed to excel in their studies. What a vision. I am sure many teachers assembled here would reflect this characteristic and also add few more important traits. Mission in life. Dear friends, when I visualize the students whom you are grooming, I see in them great teachers, great principals, great doctors, great engineers, great social workers, great judges, and great political leaders. Let me share with you what are the traits needed to accomplish these goals based on my experience. I have seen 3 dreams which have taken shape as a vision, mission, and realization. Firstly, space program of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. Great teachers, they had great teachers. And then second, Agni program of DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization. The third program, PURA, providing urban amenities rural area, becoming the national mission. Of course, these 3 programs succeeded in the midst of many challenges and problems. I have worked in these areas. I would like to convey to you what I have learned from these 3 programs based on my personal experience. Number 1, wherever there is a dream in life, that transform into a vision, and vision take the shape as many missions. The necessity of high-level thinking to transform the vision into missions. The acquisition of knowledge from all the sources. Working without boundary condition till the realization of the mission. Leader absorbs the failure. Leader absorbs the failure and take the responsibility, gives the credit for success to his team while executing the mission. I am sure the teachers assembled here will create leaders with these qualities from their schools, which will be the greatest contribution of the teachers in our society. Friends, in conclusion, friends, in the 8th century, Acharya Shantideva, a Buddhist master of the monastic university of Nalanda, had said, 8th century, may I be, the Acharya Dev said, may I be a protector for those without one, a guide for all travelers on the way. May I be a bridge, a boat and a ship for all who wish to cross the water. This provides a powerful message for all the teacher, facilitator of teaching, who like to be the protector for all the students who do not have one, who would like to be the guide to the student in their educational journey and be a bridge, boat and a ship to all the students who wish to cross the ocean of knowledge. I am sure all the teachers will be able to take up any one or all the mission envisaged by Acharya Shantideva. I have designed a 11-point oath. I have designed an 11-point oath for the teachers which I would like to administer to this important gathering of teachers. Will you take the oath or no? Yes, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. We will attempt together. We will attempt together?
Yes.
First, I will take a lunch today. First and foremost, I will love teaching. This side silent. Teaching will be my soul. I realize that I am responsible for shaping not just students but ignited youths who are the most powerful resource under the earth, on the earth and above the earth.